Fire and Ice by Robert Frost. This is the first part of the poem that we are going to do, and it is the explanation of the poem. I'm trying to explain each line in this poem. So the first line is, the poem is here, Fire and Ice. I'll read out the poem. Some say the world will end in fire, some say in ice. From what I have tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire. But if it had to perish twice, I think I know enough of hate to say that for destruction, ice is also great and would suffice. By Robert Frost. So this is the whole poem, and now here, line wise, I am going to discuss it. So the first two lines, some say the world will end in fire, some say in ice. Now what is the explanation? The poet is analyzing about the end of the world. The poet provides with two possible causes for the end of the world. He considers the age-old of whether the world will end in fire or ice. The poet says that there are two notions in the society about the destruction of the world. Some say fire and the others say ice. Here the poet talks about how fire represents desire, the dark trait of humanity. The fire of selfish desire may burn the world in ashes. Fire stands for greed, avarice, cruelty, lust, conflict, fury, etc. The ice symbolizes intolerance, rigidity, insensitivity, coldness, indifference, and hatred. The ice of hatred can freeze the world into inhospitable planet. The poet uses the term to show coldness of people's heart when they feel hate. Now the poet explains, once hatred is built in one's heart, a person becomes inhuman and is unable to control his emotion. Now we come to the next lines. From what I have tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire. From what I have tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire. Now what does this mean? The poet takes sides of those who believe that the world will be destroyed by fire. Frost connects fire with desire. According to the poet, desire is powerful and can bring quicker end. Moreover, the fact that he has had personal experience with desire leads him to conclude that the world will end by fire. He frankly confesses that he agrees with those people who believe that the world will be burnt by fire. So in these lines, the poet is saying that there are two sets of people, one who say that the world will come to end because of fire, and the other set of people who say that the world will come because of ice. And the poet is favoring those who say that the world will come to an ice with fire. Why is he saying so? Because he himself has felt the desire, the strong desire in people. It's which is bringing injustice to the other, which is bringing to the end of the world. It's only because of the fire or the desire. And this he himself, it's a personal experience for him. That is why he sides with people, those who say that the world will come to an end because of fire. Now, but the next line, but if it had to perish twice, I think I know hate. So he says that the world, in these lines, the poet stops discussing the first theory and goes on to talk about the second theory. The second theory about the destruction of the earth by ice. The poet has also experienced negative feeling like hatred himself and also in people around him. He is owning up to have the feeling himself. So we can also say that he is being honest with us. It could also be that he has received this emotion from someone and knows what wrong it can do. If a person is in fit of rage, he becomes impervious of love. He becomes indifferent, uncaring, and devoid of positive feeling. Thus, hatred destroys the very humanity in you. So, here he is saying that but if it had to perish twice, I think I know enough of hate. So he says that if the world is to perish twice, this is a paradox here. And if the world gets a chance to survive the first time, and if it is to end the second time, he says it's not with fire, but it is with ice. And the ice stands for indifference. People will become so indifferent, uncaring, not bothered about others, self-centered, that this is going to bring an end of the humanity and the end of the world. Now we come to the next line. But if it had to perish twice. What this line means? But if it had to perish twice. How can the world end twice? That is why he is not very sure, and he has put the word here, if. The poet simply considers that what might happen if the earth were to be destroyed a second time. According to the poet, the world will end due to fire, but if the world had to end twice, then it will be due to hatred. So what I explained earlier, that if the world has to end, if it gets a second chance, the first chance it has survived because of fire, because of strong desires in people, then the second time it will not get a chance to survive. This world will come to an end because of what? Indifference. Because people do not care for each other anymore. There's no positive feeling, and this is what is ice. And it is because of ice that the world will come to an end. Now we come to the next line. To say that for destruction, ice is also great and would suffice. What does these lines mean? Both the negative forces, fire and ice, pose real threat to the survival of life on earth. However, it is ice that is indifferences, hatred, intolerance, apathy, insensitivity, apparently invisible in itself, is more potent to kill humanity by destroying all the finer feelings of love, compassion, and comradeship. So what does the poet say in these lines? To say that the destruction, ice is also great. Fire, we know, is great, is going to burn out everything, it burns very faster. But ice, it stands for intolerance, hatred, and apathy. Apathy means not caring for others. And this is also enough to kill the world. Both fire is there, of course it's there, but ice, which means not caring for others, which means devoid of feeling, which means indifference, this will also bring an end to the world. Now the last line, and would suffice. And would suffice. Suffice means would be sufficient. What would be sufficient? The answer is, and if the world is to end twice, ice, which symbolizes cold, hatred, insensitivity, indifference, apathy, and will be sufficient to be the cause of destruction of the world. So what does he say in the end? The poet says that, of course, we all know, everyone knows, that the fire, the strong passion in people might bring an end to the world. But if the world gets a chance to end itself, or the world comes to an end for the second time, then it will be not because of the fire, but because of the apathy of the people, because of the insensitivity and inconsideration of the people to each other, no feeling for each other, no love for each other, no positive feeling for in one person, and this would bring the end of the world. So I hope you have understood line wise each of the poem. Thank you very much.